2nd and 11 now after the loss. On play action, here's Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep... Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the shot earlier. And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
They toss it to Warren. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Whether it's the toss or the pitch, you get him the ball outside the tackles on the edge. He's a tough man to bring down.
He certainly is, and it makes people wonder on the other side of the ball. Do I really want to deal with him when he gets a full head of steam? At the same time, he's also congratulating his tackle, tight end, wide receiver on that side. They gave him access to the corner and allowed him to build up that head of steam.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. The Steelers at 3-5, 2 games under 500. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Ready, set.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Get up. 70, Panther Street, Panther Street. Street.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. But he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Viking 18.
That completes it again to Metcalf. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Boswell good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
This is 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Stover Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 10. Nix to the air. That is caught. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Going deep here for Bryant. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Steelers are going to give it back here just past the 35. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Brandon Jones picking it off. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Good yardage as he run this for 24 and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's a give up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Oh, design run for their wideout. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Harvey. A good move. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. R.J. Harvey, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are back within a score.
And they can thank their defense for this one. They were set up with a short field following the turnover, but they took care of business as well, working their way down and finishing with a strong run into the end zone for their first touchdown in the game.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 46 yards on the play. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Now runs straight ahead with Warren. And he'll take this down to the 33.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Okay, break.
Here's a 2nd and 8. It's caught by Randall. So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
On the ready. Ready. Ready, ready.
Running left, it's Warren. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. This 2nd and 4. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. The 6-yard line.
Ready. Come on, come on. Set.
Handoff for Warren. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trip. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Jonnu Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Broncos 7.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Now a 2nd and 10. Nick's going to give to Harvey.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
64 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
First down, Broncos.
On first down, back to Harvey.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 36. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
His tight end Ingram. Look at the big man rumble. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Evan Ingram, 36 yards.
And the Broncos have cut it back within a score.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. Looking to put a drive together. Oh, the turnover fuss continues. Here's another interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a good effort on a return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9.
He'll look to throw.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Well, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive. You get wings, it's 4th down.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
70, Denver Wolf. 19 tight. 19 tight. Go.
They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Now 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Stover. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A great play there. 34 yards.
And the Broncos have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
Now Myers for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Broncos 28, Steelers 21. Jason Myers set to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
On some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
Maybe you on that rap and pay the bills. Now I'm finished, not even a little bit. Oh, Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions been louder than my words. Now you sold, but still sold on the earth. Want to do it, we can do it.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Trap 60, trap 60. Let's go now. Let's go.
Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Smith. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
2nd and 4.
Catch is made by Hardman. And he would take it down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
On the give, it's Warren. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Panther Street. Panther, come on, come on.
Running game working. stick with it on first down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Warriors 17. 19 tight. 19 tight.
2nd and 9 now. He's got his man Randall. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Ready, set. Dragon 60. Let's go. Cowboy.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Franco, 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Pat Fryermuth.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score, but bottom line, they are still on top with the football, and a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
On first down, Stover. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
To throw is Nix.
A short throw to Ingram. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Throwing Nix.
throw left side complete. That's Harvey. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Complete to Austin here over the middle. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Trap 60. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming, 4th and 3.
Panther 60. Panther 60. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Hey, smash Broncos. Street.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He may go. And down to the 7-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's 1st and goal. On the run, it's Warren. And he stopped immediately there.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Ready. Hurt. 19 check. Panther. Panther Street.
Now running Warren. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jalen Warren, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. So a big play now as the Steelers will go for 2.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw. And this one's caught. And their fourth-quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw.
Able to find Mims.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Second and 1 at the 44-yard line.
A handoff. Here's Harvey. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Denver.
Final minute, one timeout remaining. First and 10.
Back to throw.
Finding Sutton on the out route who makes the catch. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
31-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
Nick's going to keep this himself.
Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll come up first and 10 here.
He's back to throw. And this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out.
They'll come up now on second down.
Back to throw.
That's taken in by Franklin.
They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Well, this crowd making it hard to hear. This is 3rd and 8. To throw, here's Nix. He'll try and do this himself. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Steelers have just about sewn up this football game.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They find some open field here.
But even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Pat the 60, pat the 60.
First and 10 at the 30.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
That was an excellent come from behind.